Hello there, Droogs. Your chap Devere here with a quick squad tutorial, or sort of tutorial. Currently this weekend, this squad is on a free-to-play weekend on Steam, which means you could download it and play it for the entire weekend to try it for yourself. It is a multiplayer PvP only game, and it's also on a 50% off sale, so it's only £15. However, as with most of these free weekends, there are a lot of people diving in that perhaps don't understand the more subtle concepts behind Squad, and that's what this little tutorial video is to address. So I'm going to dive on in with the firing range, and we'll get started. So first thing you'll see be met with is your spawn screen and map screen. Yours will say enter if you've just downloaded it. I've bound mine to tab because of how often you're going to see and use this screen. I find tab is much more useful. So when you first join in, pick a place. Now, of course, there's no squads available, so I shall create a squad. It'll also tell you, obviously, your team. Once the squad's created, there'll be a series of roles here you can pick. Now, a squad is up to 9 men, 1 squad leader, and 8 other roles. You can have as many riflemen, you can have all 8 as riflemen if you want, but you'll notice these other more advanced classes. You have a medic, obviously good for keeping your team up and running, and then you have these roles down here. Light anti-tank, you can guess it comes with a rocket launcher. The grenadier comes with the underslung barreled grenade launcher, can fire smoke as well as high explosives. Yippee-ki-yay, I've got me a machine gun with the automatic rifleman. And then finally the marksman, and that's how you can tell it's a free weekend, the amount of marksman class. Now these roles down here will be limited to how many people are in the squad. You can't have all riflemen or all rocket launchers, for example. There'll only be a set number. These are all quite important. The marksman, it is not a sniper class. This is not Battlefield. That is pretty much only slightly more useful than your standard automatic rifleman's weapon. In all honesty, the scope sight is the same. I think it does the same damage in the bullets as well. So I would suggest you pick something more useful. Grenadier is excellent. Light anti-tank is very, very useful for your squad. Medics obviously are good. But for this we'll start as a squad leader. Now if you create a squad, if you can't join an open one, make sure you pick a squad leader kit, one of these two here. There's reasons for that, and we'll show them shortly. So when you come in, spawn in, anywhere with a little yellow dot, you can pick. When you pick the one you want, just hit close, and you're spawned in. First thing you should do is obviously get on the mic, get a mic checked to make sure everyone can hear you clearly and that you can hear them and everyone's communicating. Because that is the first biggest thing with this game. Above and beyond anything else about squad roles or squad leaders is communication. You can get so far with just a little typing in chat, you know, with your typed chat ones. But how fast this game can kick off, especially with the big maps, the size of these maps can be quite massive. You really do want to talk with a mic. You really want to communicate directly with your team. And you hold B, which allows you to communicate with your entire squad. If you hold V, that gives you a local chat, so anyone who's in the local area vicinity to you can hear you. And if you are a squad leader, G will let you communicate with other squad leaders. So that's one of the things that makes the squad leader role a little bit more challenging. You've not only got to get your own squad coordinated, but you've also got to coordinate your squad within relation to everyone else's squad. In the main game mode, which is known as AAS, you will have a position over there, say, to attack, and you will have a position here that you need to defend. If your entire team, if all the squads go up on the attack, no one's defending here, the enemy team just rolls straight on in, cap the point, and then that's it, you've lost. And then you've got to fall all the way back to your next position to defend, and it's very much, this is not like Battlefield. You can't just cap flags at will. You can only do them in the order they're allowed. This is what makes the game quite conflict heavy. It is multiplayer only, it is PvP. And as I say, the gunfire, although it's not a mil sim, A lot of people will try and tell you it's a mil. It's not. It's 4 body shots to drop per target. Unlike, say, armour or something, where it would be instantly dead. Well, early armour's not the latest armour free, of course. That's a bit more forgiving and it also has bandaging. So it's military themed. But anyway, back to the main thing. So you've picked a squad leader. And so the reason you want to pick your squad leader kit is if you press T, we get given a radio menu. Now there's a lot of important things in this menu. First of all, let's say that little building over there, we wanted to attack it. Before we begin attacking, as long as you've got 1 soldier of your squad with you, if you hold T, you need to deploy a little rally point. This is for your squad only. It gives you 9 respawns. And so it can only be used by your squad. But it matters. So if I was attacking now, got a gun down, our medics, we don't have any medics, I can instantly respawn at this rally point near the combat. Otherwise, you can only spawn back at main, you've got to walk all the way back again. So having 1 soldier with you and getting ready to deploy these rally points, very important for a squad leader before you begin attacking. However, later on in the game, when you've got a bit more space, you can build something even better. So let's T again. Now this time you'll need 2 of your soldiers nearby you. You can deploy what's called an FOB, a forward operations base. You start by placing the radio, find somewhere nice for it, pop it down, and we now have a base. Also, we will need to place under the tech structures, that's it, a HAB spawn bunker. Now with these down, we can have the team start spawning in, and that's the whole team. FOBs can be used by everyone, not just your squad. Rally points, those are of your squad only. FOBs, and I've just encountered a little bug. Now normally at this point, on my top left should be an indicator. Let's try replacing it again. Nope. I'd like to remove the radio if you don't mind. And it's not letting me for some reason. There's normally a little thing at the top left there showing you build points. This and also ammo supply points. You need to get supplies from your main base, which in the map here would be this one here, using vehicles. You need to get your troops to bring a supply truck. Ah, there we are. Hello, it's come alive. Top left there. Yeah, I have 200 build points, 100 ammunition points. When I build a base, my thing is radio first, which you want it hidden somewhere out the way so the enemy can't find it. Then build your HAB structure so your troops can spawn in. And finally, there's one here because it's the tutorial, build an ammo crate. So that way your troops have somewhere to resupply ammunition. And so at the moment at the bottom, as you can see, I've only got 6 magazines. And as I fire through them, put my gun in automatic. There's no actual ammo counter. Once it goes black, we're out. And that's all you've got. So get an ammo crate up here, Ken. So there. Here's the vehicles in game. Got several different types of armoured vehicle with varying 20mm and 30mm cannons that can wreck your team, your MRAPs, little technicals which are for the insurgents. But here's your supply truck. Again, this is where coordination comes in. You either need to get someone from your squad to take one of these from the main base. They need to drive it all the way over to your FOB. When they get there, if they press Q, it will drop off the supplies and give you more build points. Now, if a squad leader, you can just jump straight into a truck anytime you fancy. You don't need to worry about that. But if your squad are, they need to walk up to it, press F to use it. Then again, using your menu, you'll be a little icon telling you, you right click and approve the vehicle claim. Once that's claimed, your squad can use it. Again, not like Battlefield where you can jump into anything. You have to, everything has to be based on squads and using things. So if I press E to start the engine, also notice down the bottom right there's damage indicator. If you get damaged, there's little supply stations back there. You can build them to repair your trucks. And you would drive it all the way there. And you could also have some troops on board. And when you're in the right area, I can't show it here because it's only on the, unfortunately it's only on the tutorial level. They would press Q, drop off supplies, and you can now get back to building up the more important structures such as your machine guns, your mortars, all your different sandbags and walls. And that's most of your stuff you've got squad leader. The final point is binoculars. One of the most powerful tools you get as a squad leader. Knowing and seeing the enemy before they can see you can totally change the outcome of this game, allowing you to get your troops ready for an ambush on them, get your vehicle, your truck out to your armoured car, if you've got an armoured car in your squad, to go and shoot them up. Very important, but you can also place other things. If I look at that building there, hold T, place an attack order. Now it doesn't show up in the firing range again for some reason, but if this was on the actual multiplayer game, there'd now be a little indicator there on my compass at the bottom showing me the distance and direction to where the attack order is, and you just follow that and go and attack. And you'll also see it's appeared on the map, and you can do that for everything. If I suspected the enemy have an FOB here, I could just right click and this shows up on everyone's map. All your troops, all your team friendlies will all see all these markers. So if you suspected, for example, there was an enemy vehicle over here, go to the vehicle section, and that way if a squad was nearby, say squad 2 was up here and your squad 1 you're defending, you've seen it move up in there, they squad 2 would know to keep clear, go wide and then come back and wreck it. So that's that in the basics, is the essence of the game. Unfortunately there's a lot of people not realising it. So if for example, I was going to show you how the building works. Now I've showed you all the basics of the squad leader. So if you come over to once you've got your supply crate up, you can change kit at any time, or resupply your weapons. But let's just change to a basic rifleman. So now, if I press T, I can only place rally points. This is why I say if you're going to be a squad leader, do make sure you pick the actual squad leader kit. I've seen several squad leaders as marksmen and medics, and oh dear. At this moment of time I'm no use really to team other than rally points. But as a soldier, you get the most important thing of all, your shovel. So you come up to where these little build things are, these little stakes in the ground, and just left click. And that will eventually build up the structures. Eventually. And sometimes make sure you start building, make sure you're a little bit of a distance back from them. It is an alpha game, and it wouldn't be the first time we've ended up having to undig something to get our troops back out of it when they've been in the wrong place at the wrong time and been buried under them. And conversely, right click will deconstruct. And you can also remember that for enemy bases. If you come across an enemy base, get your shovel out and start digging it down as soon as you can. But also the rest of it's all fairly standard for a rifleman. There's nothing too complex. Squad leader marks you out a target, you go attack it, then you shoot it. Simple as that. You know, for various grenades and other bits of kit that will come with. Everyone has smoke grenades as well, very useful for creating cover if you pin down or you suspect an enemy area, or you just want to mark something. Just maybe want to mark out that there's a truck there. You can pop down the smoke, because the particle effects in this game really are quite good. And again, it's not instant either, it takes time to build up and fill out. And then there's the final kit that's worth a quick demonstration, and that's the medic. So if I quickly switch to the medic, which is under here. Now again, kind of hard to show you without anyone wounded, but you will notice it honestly if you are playing the medic. If you've got a down troop, there'll be a little like a circle with looks like a red teardrop in it, which means they're bleeding out. First of all, you need to press 5 to bring up your bandage, walk over to them, looking at them, you just left click, it'll apply the bandage. Once you've applied the bandage, 5 again to bring up your med bag, look at them again, left click, and you'll heal them. And you'll be able to see all the damage on all your teammates if you're a medic. You'll see it, there's a little indicator on them, how much health they've got, and you can go around and heal them all up. It's that simple. So to say, it is really more the case of the communication in this game. If there's one thing you take away from this tutorial, that is get on your mic, chat to your teammates, communicate and let everyone know, because as I say, when it does kick off, it kicks off so fast with rockets screaming in, heavy armoured cars firing 30mm at you, your own heavy machine guns blasting back at it. absolute noisy chaos. Smoke grenades going off, frag grenades screaming overhead. It's and I say at this moment in time, with it being free weekend, it's a dual-edged sword. It's good for people to play the gameplay, but I don't think people are seeing this game at its best, because there's a lot of people randomly running around, and so a lot of people are picking marksmen and thinking they can go hump a hill somewhere, sniping away. And it's not a sniper class. They would have been far better off with a rocket launcher or a grenadier kit, or even just the basic rifles, because it's so much more useful to your squad. So that's it, gang. Of course, now that you've seen this tutorial, feel free to squad lead, because you know exactly what to do. You know about building up your FOB, your HAB, and your ammo crate. You know how to put your rally points down before you start an assault with your team. So remember, it's 2 people with you for a FOB, 1 person for a rally point. You also know that you need to get your supplies from your main base via a transport truck here to your FOB. Your driver needs to press Q to drop your supplies. Once you have supplies, you use T. Oh, because I'm not the right kit. Let me just quickly change back to squad leader. You press T, go to your deployables, and look for your various fortifications such as sandbag walls, pillars, barbed wire, razor wire, and as well as all your main guns. So you've got mortars are over here somewhere. You've got machine guns, obviously heavy machine guns. And then as a rifleman, just communicate with your team, let you know if you see an enemy, and then shoot the enemy. It's as simple as that. It's not as complex as it's made out to be. So it's not really a mil sim, it is a military themed game. And hopefully I'll see some of you guys out on the battlefield this weekend. And if you do see me playing, which you will see me playing, just join a squad with me. If you want to ask any questions, I'll do my best to answer them, because I'm not a hardcore vet by any means. There's a lot better players, there's a lot better squad leaders out there than I am. But I'll do my best. I'll try my best to be a team player. So anyway, gang, let's conclude this quick tutorial here. I hope you found this video useful or interesting in some way. And if you have, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to let me know you're live. And I'll see you all next time. Bye now.